guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you've been following our Python course, we've actually learned a whole lot of things about the Python programming, ranging from pointing to the console, reading input, string operations. We'll talk about the list, the tuple, the dictionary. We'll talk about the condition statement, loops, and we've talked about the Python function. So today we'll be doing a project. This project will be having all we've learned so far inside it, and I'll be using it to develop a little system. So what we're going to be doing today is a mini point of sale system. A point of sale system is just a little system that can be in your store to help make sales and then keep records. So we're just going to be doing a mini system with what we've actually learned so far. Okay, so um our mini point of sale system will be having the following functionalities. You'll be able to do what? Add product. You'll be able to add product. You'll be able to sell product. You'll be able to delete product. And you'll be able to do what? View product as well. So these are the basic functionalities that our system will have. So it's just a system that will enable selling in a shop. Okay, so at this stage we are not managing any privilege, maybe seller's privilege or buyer's privilege. We are actually looking at managing it just directly. You can actually do whatever you want directly. So that is the system that we'll be having. So we'll be creating a database for products. Okay, so we'll be using the dictionary to manage the products. Okay, so we'll be creating something like this. Let's say have the product is equals to, we'll create a dictionary, and inside dictionary we'll be having the product name, and it's going to be a list. So inside that list we'll now be having different product name. We'll have yam, we can have beans, we can have rice, as the case may be. Okay, and then we'll have the price, inside the list. It can be 3,000, it can be 4,000, it can be 2,000, as the case may be. Then we still need the quantity, it's also be in a list. We can have 20, 30, 40. Okay, then let me explain this now. All right, so we just created a dictionary with different value keys. So this is a key for names, price, and quantity. So this key now has a list. Inside this list we have yam, beans, rice. Inside this list we have the prices, and inside this list we have the quantity. So this yam now, this is its correspondent price and the correspondent quantity. Okay, so anytime I'm picking yam, inside this name, the index of yam here is the index that you use to get the price, and is the index that you use to get the quantity here. Same thing with beans, the price, the quantity. Same with thing with rice, the price, the quantity. So this is just the structure, how our database is going to look like. So this is what we are going to be using to store all the informations we need about the products that we have in the store. So whenever I pass this dictionary, I now have the whole product. All right, so without wasting our time, we're going to hop over to getting the code done. So we'll be creating a function. We'll be calling it prompt. This is in each iteration that will be executed, we should now be having the options of what our store is doing. So you can actually select what you want. So let's see how it will look like. So the function will look like this. Say define prompt, okay, and then we can say print, say one, add product, print two, sell product, say print three, delete product, say print four, view product, and then we also have the last one, which is print, then we'll have five, which is going to be exit. So these are the different prompts. If you enter one, you want to add products, two to different prompts of what the software will be doing. Okay, then after this prompt, we'll be picking an input from the user. So the input, we might call it action. Action is equals to, so want the inputs to be returned in integer, so say int input, or say enter your input. So after picking this input, the function is going to do what? Return action. So all right, that is just the function there. So in a jiffy, we are going to be seeing what this function is doing. So getting to the main body of our program, we are going to create an endless loop with the while loop. You can say while through. So but instead of using this while through, I like creating a boolean here. I can call it running. I say is equals to true, so that then under here I can now say while running, so that each time I make running false, my code will exit from this loop. So it's quite that is simple to do. So I can now say action is equals to, I will call my prompt. So with this now, will be able to call this prompt. So let's run this and then see how it executes. So look at the different prompts here. So look at different prompts here. I can enter one, I can enter two, three, four, five, six, as the case may be. So what I want is I'm going to create a condition of when I receive one, when I receive two, when I receive three, four, or five, what I would want to do with it. So let me add some tweaks to this. I can actually add a tab here. So add a tab here to make those places look more good in the eye. Alright, then let me add one more print statement up here. So say mini point of sale. Alright, that's good now. So inside here now, I will create a condition that will be checking the action. So the condition will look like this: if action equals to 1. So this is if I entered 1. Okay, so I'm going to write pass here and continue. I will say elif action equals to 2. I'll say pass. I'll say elif action equals to 3. I'll say pass elif action equals to 4. I'll say pass. So I'll say elif action equals to 5. I'll say pass. So remember, I want to we have only 5 actions here. Okay, so if none of these actions um was entered, then I will need to now define the else, which will print the prompt wrong input. Try again, then have something like this. Okay, so this is when a wrong input was entered. All right, then like when you see this my software now, I could not exit here until I click this stop button from the console. So I want each time I click 5 I should exit. So if I press my 5, at this point is where I make my running equals to false. Remember, here the running is true, so this while loop will continue to execute, but once it is false, this code will exit. So I'm going to also print a prompt saying code exiting. So that's it, and my code will be able to exit from here. So let me print something at the end of this loop here, maybe saying let's say bye bye. All right, so we've been able to implement this last function. So let's see how you can implement we'll have, so let's test run it. So if I enter 1, no operation will be carried out. If I enter a number that is not there, let's say 7, it will tell me wrong input, try again. All right, so if I enter 5, the code will be able to exit. So it's actually working pretty well now. Then we'll start executing these functions one after the other. So the first function is to add product. So before we start adding product, we are going to create our dictionary of products here. So it's products equals to have a dictionary, have the name, and it's a list. Okay, we'll have the price, it's another list. We'll have the quantity, it's another list. So this is a little dictionary. So let's start adding products. So if you want to add a product, so it's going to require you entering the product name. So name is equals to input, enter product name. So enter the product name. So once you have entered this product name, you are going to search to know if this name actually exists in this product. So to know whether a product has been added with this name. So what you're going to do is there is a search algorithm for us to search this particular list. So the algorithm is like this: if name in products name. Okay, so we are checking if this name we entered there is inside the names that are here now. So if it's there, then we're going to print product. We might add the other name. Let's say already in stock. Okay, so this is a formatted string, so I'll put my F here. So I'll add the name. So I will not say that their particular product is already in stock. Okay, but if it is not there, we'll now put it in the else. So this is where we'll now add the product. So what we're going to do is to fetch the product we'll fetch the product quantity and then the product price. So we're going to say price is equals to convert everything to integer, enter product price, so you enter the price, then we'll also have the quantity is equals to int input enter quantity. All right, so we'll be able to pick the price and the quantity. Then how do we now add it in the dictionary? We're now going to say products name, we say dot append, say name. So we've talked about the append function in the list. So this is how you add a new value to it. You say products price dot append. You add the price, say product quantity dot append. You add the quantity. All right, so we've actually added all these to the dictionary. So we are going to print a prompt here. We'll print, okay, I'll also make this a formatted string. We say product, or rather I will say successfully added, we put the product name to the store. All right, then we'll have the product name here, which is name. So with this, you'll be able to do what? Add a product. So let's run this and see how it actually goes. We'll press 1 to add product. The name, we'll say the quantity, the price is 2,500. The quantity is like 30, and it says successfully added yam to the store. Okay. So if I want to add it again and I say yam, so it's going to tell me product yam already in stock. So this is pretty how it executes. Okay, so the next functionality we'll be executing now is the view, so that we can actually view what we've added. So we'll come to the for, so which is the view. So how do we view the products we have in stock? So we are going to pick this list and then iterate through it. So how do we iterate through it? We are going to say if I comma name in enumerate products name. So we'll be iterating the product name, and as we are iterating the name, we are getting the index. Let's look at this structure now. We are iterating this name here and we are getting the index. If we pick yam, we get the index of yam. If we pick beans, we get the index. If we pick rice, we get the index. So we can actually use that index to assess the price and the quantity of that particular product. So that's how it is here. So what we've picked the name, then we'll be able to do what? Print it. But before we start iterating, we're going to print a header. So it's going to look like this. Print, we'll say name, we'll put a tag, price, we'll put a tab, quantity. So that's how we'll be printing it. We'll print the name, price, and then the quantity. Then here, what we're going to do now is to bring out the price from the dictionary, the price is equals to product price um, in the index of I. Okay, so what this thing means is we'll come to product price. I will now pick the index. Let's say the first one we'll have is yam and the index is 0. We'll come to price and use index 0 to pick this. Let's say we had rice, which is index 2. We come to price and use index 2 to pick the price. Okay, so that is actually what we are doing here. And then we also pick the quantity is equals to products quantity the index of I. So I have some error here. Let me see what the error is. Okay, sorry, this is for statement, not if. Okay, for I name in enumerate. All right, so sorry for the confusion. It's a loop actually, not a condition statement. It's a loop. Then here now we'll be able to print this here. Okay, so we're going to say print, and we'll be using a formatted string. Okay, so we now print. First of all, we'll print the name. Now I'm actually not use a formatted string, so then it's going to be like this. We'll have the name, we'll have the tab, we'll have the price, we'll have the tab, and we'll have the what? The quantity. Alright, so this will comfortably view the whole products. Okay, so let me add a new line here. That's good. So let's run this now. Let's see what happens. Okay, so let's try adding a product. We'll add a product. We can say add. So I'll be using random numbers here. So I add another product. I will say rice. Okay, all right, then let's view these products by saying view products. So sorry, I there is a little error here. So actually I'm supposed to use a formatted string here, and then this will be like this. I was actually writing the name and the price there instead of the product, so it's an oversight. So this is actually what we are supposed to do here. Sorry about that. So let's run the code again. So let's add products again. Say want to add product, to add the enter the price, enter the quantity, we'll add another product, enter the price, enter the quantity. Okay, so let's now view the product. So you see that we'll be able to do what? View the different products that we actually have here. Okay, so this is the price, this is the quantity, this is the rice, this is the price, this is the quantity. So this is how you can actually view the products and then their quantities. So it's actually pretty easy to execute. So we're going to be exiting, and then the next function will be we'll have to implement. We have only two functionalities left: the sell product and then the delete product. So first of all, we're implementing the sell product. How do you sell a product? So we're going to be implementing the functionality to sell a product. Okay, so to sell a product, first of all, you need to get the product name. So it's a name is equals to product name is equals to input enter product name. Okay, so you'll be able to get the name of the product you want to do what you want to sell. So after getting this product name, we'll then check if this product is available. So we'll say if name in products name. So if this product is available, we're going to process our sales here, but if it is not available, we'll say else. I'm going to print a prompt which says product not available. Alright, so this is telling us that the product we entered is not what? Available. So we can add the name here if we want to say product, add the name. So and then make this a formatted string, not available. Alright, so let's now implement this. So if the product is available, the first thing we are going to do is to get the index of this product. Remember, here we've actually checked maybe what we entered this yam and we found out that this yam is available. So we need the index so that we can extract both the price and the quantity from the database. Okay, so what we're going to do now is there is an algorithm also to get the index. It's like this: index is equals to products name dot index, and then we'll pass the what we need the index of name, which is this name here. Okay, we'll be able to retrieve the index. So once we retrieve the index, so we can actually process both the quantity and then the price. Then what we're going to now check is we will now pick the product quantity. That is the quantity we want to purchase. So we'll say quantity is equals to, we are converting to int, we'll say enter quantity. Okay, so when you enter the quantity, then the next thing we'll be checking is if the quantity you entered is available, if it is lesser than the quantity in the database. So we're going to check, say, if quantity is less than or equals to products quantity of that particular index that we are processing. Okay, so if the quantity is less than that particular one, then we'll now continue our sales. But if not, we'll need to print a prompt. We'll say product, let's also use a formatted string here. So product out of stock. So we'll come here and then add the name. So that particular product is out of stock. So but if it is available, then we'll be able to do what? Subtract this quantity from the available quantity. So we'll say product quantity in that particular index. So say minus equals to quantity. So what does this mean? What this means is if we have something like this, say x minus equals to y. So what this thing means is that x is equals to x minus y. Okay, so this is what is actually going to be executing. All right, so after executing this now, we'll have so the next thing we need to compute is to get the amount that you bought, and the total amount you are paying in the store is the price of the quantity times the total quantity you are buying. The price of the product, that is the price per one times the quantity. So the amount will now be the price of the product. So you say product price of that particular index. So multiply by the quantity. Alright, so with this, we'll be able to get the total amount you are purchasing. So what you're now going to say is you now print a prompt, I'll say, so it's gonna be a formatted string, successfully bought a particular product at a particular amount. So inside here we'll have product, we'll have the product name, and then inside here we'll have the amount. Okay, we'll have an error here, invalid syntax where, okay, I'm supposed to have an equals sign here. Alright, so with this, you successfully processed your sales. Still have, okay, this should be index. Okay, so at this point we've successfully processed our sales. So let's run this now and see how it operates. Okay, so we'll be able to add some products. Can add add the price. Let me use a random number here. Add the quantity. Can add another product. Add beans. So add some quantity. So let's view the products. So these are the products. So let's now sell a product with two. Sorry about that. Let's rerun this. So let's add products again. Rice. Add another product. Beans. So let's view the product with 4, and then these are the products that are available. So let's sell a product now. So enter 2 to sell a product. So let's say we want to sell rice. Okay, and then we'll be able to enter the quantity we want to sell. We want to sell 22 quantities, and we've successfully sold 22 quantities. So if we view this rice now, you see that the quantity available now is 200. No longer here we have 222. Okay, so that is how this actually operates. So you see that we successfully sold. So if we try to sell and enter maybe a product that is not available, so it's going to tell us that this is not available. So if I also want to sell again, I want to sell beans and I'm selling 201, so it's going to tell me product beans out of stock, so I can't sell that particular number. So our sell functionality is working pretty well now. So the last functionality now is the delete product. So it's also simple and straightforward. So what we're going to do is to enter the name of the product we want to delete. So you say input, say enter product name, so when you get this product name, the next thing we are going to do is to check if this product is actually available. Okay, so we're going to say if name in product name. So we'll check if this product is available. If it is available, we'll run the deleting here. But if it is not available, we'll say else. We're going to print, so let it be a formatted string, say product. We'll put the product name not in store. or not in stock or not available, as the case may be. So now add the name here. All right. Then at this point now, what we're going to do now is these products to now do what? To delete. To delete, we're going to get the index of that exact product that I want to delete. So we're going to say index is equals to products name dot index. We'll pass the name, so it will be able to return the index, and then we'll now delete using the delete keyword. They say delete product name dot product name dot index. Okay, sorry, delete product name. We'll pass the index of the product we want to delete. So for the name, which is the index, so we'll be able to delete that name. We'll say delete products price. We'll pass the index. Okay, we say delete products quantity. We'll pass the index. So after this, we'll just print a prompt saying print. So let me also use a formatted string here. I'll say product, or add the product name successfully deleted. Alright, then we can now add the name here. So then that name. So we'll say that the product has been successfully deleted. So let's actually run this and see what happens. So let's add some product. We can say price, and enter the quantity, enter the price first, enter the quantity. So add another product to say beans, enter the price, enter the quantity. Let's add another product. You can say onions, enter the price, enter the quantity, and let's view those products, see what we have. You can sell, say 2 to sell, 1 to sell onions. So enter the quantity we want to sell, and we'll be able to do what? To sell. Okay, so we can delete a product. So let's use 3. Delete a product. We want to delete onions, and onions has been successfully deleted. So if you view product now, see that onions is no longer here. So we've actually executed all the functionality, and you see we're able to add product, sell product, delete, view product, and then exit from our software. So this is a simple this is just the simplest way that we can explain what happens in the point of sales that we are seeing in store. So you can go ahead to modify this. There's a whole lot of things you can actually do here. Okay, there's a whole lot of things you can actually do to modify and then make it good. Like for instance, we have rice here now, but if I want to maybe sell a product and I type the rice in small letter, it's going to tell me that it's not available. Okay, so you can work on this to recognize the cases, whether it's uppercase or lowercase, and as the case may be. So these are things you can actually do on this and make it look better. You can go ahead to use object oriented to create this product instead of the dictionary, making it more dynamic than what we actually have here. You can actually be saving the your products on maybe file or Excel sheet to make it have a kind of a database that you can fetch from, like this that is just running on this on the RAM and no external storage. So these are the things you can actually do on this software. So if you like the video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You'll be having contents like this coming your way all the time. Thank you for watching this video. Meanwhile, keep coding. See you next time.